I am fine, ma'am. What about you?
Oh, well, thank you so much. All right.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. How are you doing?
I am doing great, ma'am. So,
That
ma'am, first of all, I want to know about you something.
all right. Okay, my name is Ananya, like you can see on the screen.
Yes.
Professionally, I'm an advocate. I have my own practice of law, and I practice at the High Court, Supreme Court, and other courts around India. And how I got into teaching, if you want to think and want to ask me, is because the associates and the interns that came to me came from different parts of the country, from law schools and everything around India. I felt the very factor that they were not able to kind of communicate in our field where, communication is the most important factor. And if they were not able to communicate is where I thought that talking in English or getting them out of the zone where I felt that confidence was a very important factor was lacking, is what I wanted to push forward. So gradually, then I got to know a little about Clapingo, and that's how I got onto the platform. And that's where my journey on the side for this started.
Okay. So, ma'am, where are you from?
I'm from Delhi, basically.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Right.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So, did you practice any of the exercises that we had discussed yesterday? Or
Yes, I
went
have
to that
done
time?
mirror practice. I have done mirror practice,
Mhm.
and I described my day
Hmm.
in front of the mirror.
All right. So, were you able to do that? Was that able to give you, I won't say you will see immediate effects, but obviously the process and the entire procedure would be a little slow in comparison. But was it able to help you out to some extent?
Yes, I am. I could manage, ma'am, in front of the mirror, and definitely, I will do also in evening. And
All
tomorrow, I will have to present. No, host. I will have to host a program tomorrow. So
oh,
I will definitely try to something new.
all
I
right.
have a
What,
bad idea in my
what is the,
mind.
huh? Huh?
In Rajasthan, ma'am, government declared the every Saturday as a no bag day. Yes, students carry their bags every day, but we have to conduct some co-curriculum activities, some
Okay.
sports, some cultural programs. So we decided we will conduct tomorrow cultural program, and I will host the cultural program. So I try to inculcate more and more English word and some phrases in front of the real audience. And
Mhm.
my school is a big school. Almost 1,500 students are in there. It usually not happen in the government schools. So I try to something new.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
That's nice. So what are you like, have you thought about a particular kind of plan that you've made that you want to talk on the lines of, or are you just going to go and speak impromptu?
I just came no from my school today itself. As no, it's a 4:30 and my school time is 4 p.m. and it take for half an hour to commute home. So definitely I try to write something, some simple phrases and some tips and tricks. How can they learn English? Because in government schools, every student face difficulty
I
when
understand.
in even to get the pass marks also.
I understand.
So I have a vague idea. Definitely I try to write and jot down something, but I just told me yesterday, you gave me a tips, if we make any mistake, so publicly we should accept, and it will give us some courage. So
Okay.
definitely that tip, so I also try to
Mhm.
incorporate my habit.
All right. So since you said like you will be making a public statement or at least talking to a large group of people tomorrow, so have you kind of made a script like you said you were already writing? So have you kind of made a script for tomorrow, or is it something that you're still working on?
I am still working on, and I had conduct many times, but that time I used only the few words, never used the sentences. And today I decided I will use some sentences, some idioms.
Wonderful. Do you mind sharing the script of the same so that I can give you some feedback and may help you make corrections if possible?
uh, um, I can't share with you, ma'am, because tomorrow I will get the what kind of the cultural program they will organize, and I try
Okay,
to
you can
relate.
get it inside. Okay, I thought you have to make the speech tomorrow. So I thought you'll
Yes,
have to speak tomorrow. Hence, I wanted to know. All right, you are
yes,
yet to know about the program and then you will be able to. Okay, makes sense, makes sense.
yes.
Makes sense. So if you need
Mm,
my help with that, I would be happy to help you out to make the script and everything, where you can kind of,
mhm,
it is a very good opportunity for you to speak publicly also. And once you do that, you will gain that kind of confidence to talk to a large bunch of people, especially in English. So this is a very good opportunity for you. Maybe you can, keep on doing the mirror activity till that point, and this will give you a lot of confidence. So that
yes,
will
yes.
actually help you out in the longer run.
Yes, ma'am. You earlier told me about the communication skills. So, ma'am, in any language, so would you like to give me some tips for the communication skill? What kind of the things we should keep in our mind?
Mm-hmm. All right. See, ma'am, what happens? Communication is not just limited to a language. Communication
Yes,
has a
ma'am.
lot of factors attached to it. The confidence factor, the fear factor, the grammar factor, the actual language, and the language what comes out of your mouth. So there are five
Hmm.
factors attached to it. Fear because you think I will not be able to do it. A part of you
Hmm.
thinks I'll be able to do it. A part of you says I cannot do it. That is number one. Confidence because you might be underconfident. Oh my God, there are so many people in the hall. What will happen if I start speaking? What will happen if I fumble? What will happen if I just freeze? So I have seen students just freeze on stage. They don't speak.
Hmm.
Not just students, anybody at any age, if they have this mind block that, addressing a large group of people is a tough task. Because when you are a child, getting that fear out of your mind is easy. But training
Hmm.
an adult who has had different experiences in life, who has had different
Hmm.
journey, who has had
Hmm.
multiple incidents and whatever his mind has kept and his fears and everything, trying to remove
Hmm.
psychological blocks is a lengthy process. It is not a
Okay.
common process. So getting out of that zone, if the person is ready to admit it and move forward, that does help that particular individual because self-realization is the strongest tool. If you're able to help yourself in that regard, if you're able to move on in that regard, then I would suggest it is one of the best things one can do. So that is
Okay.
extremely important. That is good. Then apart from that, if I say that, the language barrier. Now, what
Hmm.
language are you using? You might be using grammar, right? If you're using grammar, what kind of grammar are you using? With the kind of grammar that you're using in your local language versus what are you trying to understand in English or any other potential language you're trying to learn. Now, with
Hmm.
this potential language that you're trying to learn, are you trying to translate or not? So it might have its own hurdles between both the languages. So you'll have to understand the new language, the nuances of the new language, the applicability of the new language, and make your way forward. So there are a lot of
Okay.
things. You have to work on your personality on the side. This mirror activity that I have told you, and I tell a lot many other people who come for help, is that you keep on doing this. The more you do
Okay.
this, the better you get at it. Because only then
Hmm.
will you be able to come out of your own bubble.
Ma'am, so I would like to ask you, you told me fear factor.
Mhm.
If I fumble, if I not make the good, if I am not able to deliver any good speech, if people gossip about me. So that kind of fear, what is the good practice?
Mhm.
No, our fear, because I think it's no in everybody's mind.
All right, I'll tell you, ma'am. See, if somebody says something about you and suddenly you feel I will not be able to do it because somebody's passed a comment,
Yes.
right? You are proving them right. You are
Mm,
proving them right because you might not have thought on those lines until and unless somebody just made a passing comment. See, when somebody makes a comment, somebody makes a statement, they don't really mean it. Sometimes they just want to get a reaction out of you. But
mm,
what goes to your heart, you don't know what sticks with you, you don't know what creates a new fear. So one suggestion for anybody who's trying to get out of their shell, who's trying to, try something new in life in terms of public interaction, would be that
mm.
taking other people's opinion is not your job. Opinions
Okay.
can be millions, right? But if you end up taking everybody's opinion, how will you end up
Mm.
working on yourself?
Yes, right,
It
right,
is
ma'am.
not to help you at all. So if
Mm,
somebody said, "Oh, you don't know this," but that doesn't mean it. You already know the answer. Maybe you've made a mistake publicly. That is why I said
mm,
making a correction will actually help you because then these kind of things they will be avoided. Then you will not feel hurt. Then you will not go back into your bubble that I will not try this ever again. Why? Because I don't think I'm good at it. Why? Because somebody who does not even have the guts to stand on the stage in front of people, maybe they freeze. You don't know. They
mm,
get into that situation. So proving other
mm,
people right should not be your fear. If you are not working on yourself, if you are not
mm.
pushing yourself, you are proving others right. You are not defying them. You are working
Okay.
towards them. So
Just
that,
ma'am,
yeah,
I,
please.
I will I, I will give you an example. Sorry to interrupt you. I will give you an example. Last Saturday, I delivered a speech on the topic of rabies. How can we prevent rabies nowadays? It's a hot, I would say, the crucial subject in our society. Many cases we heard about the rabies and dog bites. So one of the my district, I would say district officer visited my school, and I had to take their name in the correctly, but I pronounce and I would say I took the no mm, his surname wrong way because I forget about the actual actual surname, and
All
I
right.
without I would say unknowingly I took the another surname. So after that, 2 3 colleagues of no told me, you you talk, you gave and you delivered the speech in a wrong way, because the district officer is the district officer, and you should not took the wrong name,
Mm.
wrong surname. So after that, I felt embarrassed. So that type of the embarrassed, I didn't make any mistake in the speech and my fact and my data, whatever I presented in front of the students and even whole crowd. But I forget the surname of my officer.
That's all right. See, he's
So
not an
how
officer.
can we do it?
I understand. I understand. I get your question. See, he's not an officer that you work with every day, right? Even if you're in the same,
Yes,
you
yes,
might
right.
not meet them every day, right? See, if maybe
Mm,
somebody was else was supposed to make the speech, even if somebody would have said the surname right, maybe they would have gotten their facts wrong.
mm,
See, if the district officer does not have a,
mm,
he is not thinking about it 24/7. He doesn't care. He was regarded, he
mm,
was welcomed very warmly. His name was announced on the stage. All right, fine. Some
mm,
people have a difficulty in pronouncing surnames, right? So that does not mean that they are not good at it.
mm,
The district officer will still do their job. You will still do your job. So other people's opinion is not affecting how things
mm,
were even before this blunder happened. So why worry about it? Next time,
mm,
now you know if some mistake ever happens,
mm.
1% if it happens, you can just take a pause, make the correction, and move on. Then and there. If you take 1 minute to the
Yes.
speech, nobody
But
is
at
sitting.
that time I was in the flow. Even I didn't realize I took a wrong name, wrong
That's all right.
surname.
That's all right. That's all
Mm,
happens to everybody. So you don't have to worry about that. I am, matlab, I will say, being an officer of the court, I mean, I also make mistakes. Sometimes I don't hear what the judge says and I can make a mistake in the drafting. But judges are ever so polite to tell me, okay, this correction needs to be made. That's it. And you do it. Once somebody knows
okay.
you're diligent, there will be people out there who are trying to mislead you. And trust me, no
Mm,
matter what, no matter who, they might also not know even if they are your senior. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
mm.
So don't worry about it. But sadly, our time is up. So I'm so sorry I'll have to cut short this session. But it was
Okay,
lovely
no
talking to you
problem.
again, and I hope to see you really soon where we can discuss more issues. All right?
Definitely, definitely, ma'am. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.